What's happening? Crypto fam, happy Wednesday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. Quick one this morning as we're in college again. I just wanted to cover this because I saw it and it's super interesting, and we said years ago this type of shit had happened and now it started happening. The Asian Central Bank digital currency test cuts cross-border transfer times from days to seconds is the headline. The prototype run by China, Hong Kong, Thailand and UAE also cuts costs in half is the sub-headline. They used Hyperledger, which we said years ago would be one of the technologies used for interoperability of value and facilitating an internet of value. So a trial of cross-border payments using central bank digital currencies or CBDCs delivered a substantial improvement in cross-border transfer speeds from multiple days to seconds, according to a report on the experiment. The report, hyperlinked, PDF, considers phase 2 of Project Inthanon-LionRock, IL2. The cross-border experiment announced in February 2021 by China, Thailand and the United Arab Emirates, along with the Hong Kong Monetary Authority and the Bank of International Settlements Innovation Hub. The test used Hyperledger BZE, an Ethereum client capable of using several consensus algorithms. It assumed that participants would use a common messaging standard and sign up to a common set of compliance standards as a prerequisite to participation. What do we know about standards? We know that they're going through a migration to a new standard at the moment, aren't they? Every single one of them. ISO 20220, whatever it is. You know the script. The infrastructure for the test was developed as containers, then managed with Docker and Kubernetes. The prototype rig ran in Amazon Web Services on T3 instances and used a CloudFront content delivery network to connect banks. Kubernetes. What the fuck? Automated development features were utilized to help with disaster recoveries. So the participants used 3 layers of infrastructure. The core layer contained the blockchain ledger, where data persists and the smart contract logic that implements functionality is programmed. The back-end application layer provided identity access and routing functions into layer 1, along with wallet signing, key management and off-ledger FX services. A front-end layer provided an interface into the core systems and could be adapted for different devices or to deliver different functionality to users as appropriate. The report details the workings of the rings in considerable detail, but the big takeaway is it worked. And it worked at speed. And it worked at low cost. It worked. Yeah. The result of IL2 estimate an approximate 80% reduction in transaction time. The document states there is currently a 3 to 5 day delay between payment and settlement for typical cross-border transactions processed via correspondent banking. The IL2 prototype demonstrates a potential to shorten these transactions from days to seconds. Well, I could have told you that in 2018, mate. You know, you fucking... I don't know why you waited so long. I've got no fucking idea. No idea. We've been speaking about this shit for fucking years, waiting for this to happen. And I know it's only the first stage, but it's happening. So it's not just significant because it's fast. The report notes that another effort to reduce cross-border payment time, Swift GPI, can exchange messages in under 5 minutes and clear 92% of payments within 24 hours. Oh, good for you, 24 hours. Gee, fuck's sake. IL2 participants at SpecSwift GPI transactions could experience half to a full day delay at each intermediary correspondent bank. The peer-to-peer tech used in this trial reduced transaction times to between 2 and 10 seconds. It also reduced the cost of the cross-border transfers by an estimated 50%. CBDCs are still largely experimental as central banks weigh how to create and regulate a digital currency that, like cash, can be exchanged without an intermediary. Just one nation, the Bahamas, has launched a CBDC, although over a dozen pilots are underway and many nations have begun to study the concept. The participants in this trial are happy to help. The report concludes excuse me, by stating they look forward to continuing to contribute to the international dimension of this work, including by welcoming more central banks to our agile and experimentation-driven journey, funded on the principles of do no harm, compliance, and interoperability. What is Hyperledger BZE? I hear some of you ask. Hyperledger BZE. It's a distributed ledger software. Hyperledger BZE is an Ethereum client designed to be enterprise friendly for both public and private permission network use cases. It can also be run on the test networks such as Rinkeby, Ropsten, and Gole. Hyperledger BZE includes several consensus algorithms, including proof of work, proof of POW, POA, IBFT, IBFT 2.0, Ether hash, and Click, to name a couple. Its comprehensive permissionless schemes are designed specifically for use in a consortium environment. Read the blog. Everything's got a hyperlink explaining more on it, guys. You know what I mean? So, whenever this was wrote today, August 29th, 2019, today we're excited to announce Hyperledger BZE was the latest project to join Hyperledger. Hyperledger BZE, a Java-based Ethereum client formerly known as Pantheon, is the first blockchain project submitted to Hyperledger that can operate on a public blockchain. BZE represents the growing interest of enterprises to build both permissioned and public network use cases for their applications. The project's design and architecture decisions have been aimed at clean interfaces and modularity, with the goal of making Hyperledger BZE a platform for open development and development. BZE is designed to be as modular as possible, with a separation of concerns between consensus algorithms and other key blockchain features, making these components easy to upgrade or implement. By creating clean interfaces between elements within the client, e.g. network storage, Ethereum virtual machine, etc., we believe enterprises will have a much easier time configuring Ethereum to meet their needs, while also creating opportunities from other Hyperledger projects to integrate and use elements of BZE's code base. So BZE is legitimately at its core an open source Ethereum client developed under Apache 2.0 and written in Java. It can be run on the Ethereum public network or on private permission networks, as well as test networks such as Rinkeby, Ropsten, Gorel. Hyperledger BZE includes several consensus algorithms. We already read all that. So, links in the description if you want more information. I think it's super exciting that they finally get moving on it. We know from Hyperledger Quilt and all the other Hyperledger programs that Hyperledger is designed to be extremely interoperable across multiple platforms. What I do find interesting is that Ethereum's been pushed a hell of a lot lately, even though it's legitimately shit. You had that tax dodge the other day, the 23 million gas fees. Legitimately, someone just did that on purpose to burn 26 million. Some people don't understand it. What do you mean 26 million is a tax dodge? Who's going to throw away 26 million? You don't understand that. You're going to throw away 26 million. I don't want people to understand for a minute that you've got 60 mil. You've got 60 million in your company bank, in your bank, wherever it is, it's there. But you've earned that much that year. You're going to be taxed like 50, between 50 and 80% of it's getting taxed. It's going to be fucking gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine losing 55 million of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to lose that much. You'd only have 5 million left. But you know what I'm saying? Imagine legitimately paying 40 million of it in taxes and only having 20 million left. That's the kind... I mean, you can reach a level of it of 50 to 80% tax. Fucking look it up, right? Once you've reached that level, you got 60 million. It's actually better for you to just fuck half of it off in expenses. So you get to keep the other 50% for fear of being taxed up to 80%. Well, depending on the way it pans out, will you pay it with your books and if you're audited and whatnot. There's a lot of nitty gritty with it, but 26 mil fee. Don't think for 1 minute that was an accident, mate. Don't. I'm going to do a video on it tomorrow if the people are interested in it, and we'll chase it up and we'll show the wallet. The 26 million goes to a wallet, the miner's wallet, and then literally every 5 to 10 minutes, little bits of it popping out. Boom. Oh, like straight, like fucking. It's like, I swear to fucking God, can you imagine being a guy who's got a lot of dough and you want to move a little bit of it, and you also want to write off 26 million, but you're also an Ethereum miner. Yeah? You do a hash that's fucking ridiculous, and as you put it through, you pick it up. So not only have you moved 100 grand, you've spent 23, 26 million, whatever the fuck it was. Tax expense. I expense that. That's legitimately written off profits. Yeah? But then what if you're the miner who received the 23 million? What if you're the miner as well? Like, that's, and then you're dishing that out to your boys and shit. Like, I mean, fucking come on, man. Let's fucking wake up a little bit and realise how these rich motherfuckers do shit. They're throwing 23 million at a fee in the way you'd throw 23 quid at your mate in the pub and like, give me that back next week, dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Like, shit. And anyway, on that note, I'm going to have to go to college. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. It's very, very interesting. Hyperledger and the Ethereum fee. So, let me know your thoughts and enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah? Invest in yourself, the internet of value, live long and hodl it all. Don't let it go. Stake it, bake it. Generational wealth, baby. Yeah? We love crypto, we love Hyperledger, and we love you. So take care of yourself, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.